Well, astonishing news coming out about Joe Biden. I mean, literally, people are asking the question whether or not Joe Biden is alive right now. And it's subsequently followed up by people actually having from the White House to come out and make statements declaring that he's alive. He hopped in very awkwardly on a Kamala Harris sort of like fundraising donor thing that she was doing via the phone, even though she was in person, never showing his face. And I think part of the reason why people are saying this is what kind of commander in chief that they say is the best president ever makes an announcement on a Sunday afternoon via a letter when people haven't seen him in 3 or 4 days and probably won't see him again for another 3 or 4 days? I think people want to know if he's not fit to run for office, is he fit to hold the office currently? And it doesn't feel that way. Everybody, sort of the last sighting they have of him in their mind is him falling upward on that staircase into Air Force One, kind of falling into his motorcade that he was getting into when he was getting back into that car. And I thought it was kind of hyperbole, fake news. I don't think he's dead. Yeah, I think that's obviously an exaggeration, but there are people I think coming out saying that he's close to death. And I have two videos I want to play for you. So just take a second and watch those videos. And also this week I have a ministry event, and so I'm traveling. I'm busy. I'm not going to be able to be making videos. Probably not going to stream this week. But when I have a short break like I do now, just doing a quick Walmart pickup. So I have an extra minute. I'm going to try to give you whatever the latest information is. And the current latest information that's coming out, to me, is astronomical. I mean, it's astronomical and it's crazy. This is from First Tucker Carlson.
This is from Charlie Kirk. I'm reading this cold. I got a weird lead on a story people ought to look into. I got a call from a source close to Las Vegas Metro Police. The official story was that Biden's trip was cut short last week due to COVID. However, according to this source, U.S. Secret Service informed Las Vegas Metro that there was an emergency situation involving Joe Biden and to close necessary streets so that POTUS could be transported immediately to University Medical, which they began to do in earnest. Then mysteriously, there was a stand-down order, and the Secret Service informed local Vegas PD that they were going to medevac POTUS to Johns Hopkins, which they presume meant fly him back east as soon as possible.
Which I heard reports about this early on in the week, that they actually did fly him across the country so fast. I actually put the time on it, that Air Force One was like vibrating and shaking. And these were from reporters that were aboard Air Force One. They're like, we've never made it across the country that fast. We've never been on an airplane that, because of the speed of the aircraft, was shaking violently in that way. So you're seeing this. This is from Tucker Carlson, reading this from Charlie Kirk, by the way. Charlie Kirk's, in my opinion, a good, honorable Christian man. So for him to be making that kind of claim, it's a big claim.
Apparently, the rumor mill in the police department was that Joe Biden was dying or already dead, possibly. I didn't think too much about this lead. It seemed too wild to be true. But given that Joe Biden has been out of public sight for days and dropped out of the race via an X post, and his brother James indicated health was a factor, I'm beginning to grow more curious if COVID or something else has been more serious than reported. If anyone with Las Vegas Metro has information, please email freedom@charliekirk.com. I want to hear if there's more of the official story than what they're telling us.
Well, I'm sure Las Vegas Metro would be just as open as forthcoming as they were during the.
Yeah, they'll be talking about that Las Vegas shooting. So, I mean, take it for what it is. I'm not saying it's true, but I am saying that there are other reports that almost confirm what they're talking about. Now, Megyn Kelly made a great video today. The title of it was "Where is Joe? Biden drops out by a Twitter statement, hasn't been seen." And so they kind of unpack it for 15 minutes or so. People are calling this a 25th Amendment moment. I don't know in my lifetime if I've ever felt like I was in a 25th Amendment moment. That's where the cabinet of a president can vote to evoke his powers and uproot him from office. Now, honestly, I don't want to see Kamala Harris as president of the United States. I don't want to see it. Hate to say it. I'd rather Joe Biden be there. But at the end of the day, if people around the world that are our enemies sense weakness, they'll pounce on it.
During the October shooting,
the worst mass shooting in American history,
which is never spoken of again.
They tried to drive me out of a camera position while I was doing a story on it. Yeah. Clearly there's something
known for being open and forthcoming.
Yeah. Like the city itself. Clearly something is going on here. Obviously, I don't know what it is. I know it's hallmark, which is secrecy. Secrecy is the hallmark of lying. So if you want to know, is someone lying? Well, I don't know. Is he hiding something? Well, then he's lying, right? So they're lying.
Yeah, I mean, they're lying about something. Let's just see what some of the comments are saying on this. Thanks for staying on the story, Charlie Kirk. Look at this. Okay, this is the other video. Oh, I want to show you the longer video. I'm going to show you a video of the Kamala Harris thing. So it wasn't COVID. I'm not buying into health problem. Clearly, they're hiding from Americans. At the end of the day, I think that this is what it is. People feel like they've been lied to. I mean, just is what it is. Here it is.
Our president. It is so good to hear our president's voice. Joe, I know you're still on the call, and we've been talking every day.
So I think what they're trying to point out is that she almost says, "I know you're still on the recovery call," and then she said, "We've been talking every day." It's almost like she's lying. She doesn't even look like she's telling the truth. You know, when you can look at somebody in the eye and be like, "Oh yeah, they were lying to me. I could tell by the way they looked at me," just by that fake grin and laugh that she has. It is exuding the opposite of truth and confidence.
It is so good to hear our president's voice. Joe, I know you're still on the call, and we've been talking every day. You guys heard it from Doug's voice. We love Joe and Jill. We really do. They truly are like family to us. And we do, everybody here does.
It's mutual.
I knew you were still there. You're not going anywhere, Joe.
I'm watching you, kid. I'm watching you, kid. I love you.
That sounds like sound clips. It's like somebody in a back room trying to hit that button like a radio host with that sound clip connected to it. And you guys can look over on the side panel and just see, okay, what is going on the trending part of Twitter right now? Well, Elon Musk, woke mind virus. Okay, Biden's call. Harris's tone raises eyebrows. Obviously, it's clear to see she was lying about something. Biden backs Harris, which was kind of the news from yesterday. So let's just see what people are saying on this. Breaking, here's the full tape of Joe Biden calling in to Kamala Harris. This is the first time anyone has heard from Biden. You see that?
People's hair for the next 3 or 4 days, but I'm going to be on the road, and I'm not going anywhere. It's kept me away a little bit, but I want people to remember that what we have done has been incredible, and we get so much more.
I don't know. You guys figure out what you want to do with it. I'd love to know in the comment section. I don't think Joe Biden's dead, by the way. Immediately she would have been sworn into office, and the nation would be mourning the loss of its leader. But let me know in the comment section, do you feel like right now the United States government in some way, somehow is lying to us, its citizens?